Sri Guru Datta, Jai Guru Datta, 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 Sri Guru Datta.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyaya Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha, Harihi Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hosts Rishi Nirvan Balrup
and Ravita Singh. Jaya Guru Datta, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadgurudeva Pujya Shri Swamiji, as this program, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him. Please join his second in command, Pujya Shri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, now in worship.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gururdevo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Bhuyuta Shri Hari Chinnhitabhyam Agastya Rekhadibhiranchitabhyam Nigodha Bijakshara Mudritabhyam Namo Namah Sadguru Padukabhyam. Ganapati Gurumekam Satchidanandarupam Vibhudhanivahasevyam Yogamargadhirudham Sharanamupagatanaamarti Sanghadrivajram Mama Hridaya Nivasam Bhaktinamro Namami, Bhaktinamro Namami.
Once again everyone, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to this morning's episode of Datta Arpanam. Today's program is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Ramlal Educational Institute of number 12 Exchange Lots Couva, Valini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Erin Road, Debe, and Koke Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Miaro Road, San Fernando.
Over recent weeks on Datta Arpanam, the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam has formed the basis of contemplation. But before we recap what has been shared so far, let us join in worshipping Naranarayana Maharishis, Goddess Saraswati and Sage Vyasa.
Narayanam namaskritya naran chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudirayeta.
So far in the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam, you heard that once Narada Maharishi came down to earth to participate in a grand yajna which all the great earthly saints were conducting on the banks of the river Ganga. Sage Narada, for the welfare of all, asked the other sages about the recipient of the yajna offerings. Who, he asked, is the most supreme of the Trimurtis?
Bhrigu Maharishi was the one chosen by the other sages to find the answers to these questions. The sage, in turn, decided that observing the Trimurtis was the best way to know the answer to the question. His quest led him to Satyaloka, where he observed Lord Brahma. It led him to Kailasa, where he observed Lord Shiva. And it led him to Vaikuntha, where he observed Lord Mahavishnu.
In all three places, the sage felt slighted or disregarded by the lord of that place. When his anger or fury reached a crescendo in Vaikuntha, he kicked the chest of the meditating Lord Vishnu, that same chest where Goddess Lakshmi resides.
But instead of reacting with reciprocal anger, the Lord washed the feet of the sage, sprinkled the water upon his head, used his own clothing to dry the sage's feet, and then massaged the sage's feet. When he did this, the eye of ego, which was located in the sage's feet, was pierced. With this, the sage's fury dissipated and was replaced with reverence.
And now, having done a synopsis of the story covered thus far, before proceeding any further into today's hour of devotion, let us join in worshipping the Pratama Purusha, the one who is always worshipped first, Lord Ganapati. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter Bhajan ID number 31 and join in singing this devotional song.
Nayakam Vinayakam Sarvasiddhidayakam
Nayakam Vinayakam Sarvasiddhidayakam
Nayakam Vinayakam Sarvasiddhidayakam
Nayakam Vinayakam Sarvasiddhidayakam
Mudgaladisevitam Bhajematam Ganeshwaram
Mudgaladisevitam Bhajematam Ganeshwaram
Nayakam Vinayakam Sarvasiddhidayakam
Nayakam Vinayakam Sarvasiddhidayakam
Mudgaladisevitam Bhajematam Ganeshwaram
Mudgaladisevitam
Bhajematam Ganeshwaram Nayakam Vinayakam Sarvasiddhidayakam
Nayakam Vinayakam Sarvasiddhidayakam
Sundaram Siddhi Buddhi Sundaresha Nandanam
Sundaram Siddhi Buddhi Sundaresha Nandanam
Bhakta Bandha Mochanam Sarpasutra Bandhanam
Bhakta Bandha Mochanam Sarpasutra Bandhanam
Sundaram Siddhi Buddhi Sundaresha Nandanam
Sundaram Siddhi Buddhi Sundaresha Nandanam
Bhakta Bandha Mochanam Sarpasutra Bandhanam
Bhakta Bandha Mochanam Sarpasutra सर्वसूत्रबन्धनम्
नायकं विनायकं सर्वसिद्धिदायकं मुद्गलाभिसेवितं भजेमतं गणेश्वरम्
नायकं विनायकं सर्वसिद्धिदायकं मुद्गलाभिसेवितं भजेमतं गणेश्वरम्
मूषिकावाहनं सकललोकवीक्षणं
मूषिकावाहनं सकललोकवीक्षणम्
मूषिकावाहनं सकललोकवीक्षणं
मूषिकावाहनं सकललोकवीक्षणम्
अर्करूपधारिणम् आदिशक्त्यावरणम्
अर्करूपधारिणम् आदिशक्त्यावरणम्
अर्करूपधारिणम् आदिशक्त्यावरणम्
अर्करूपधारिणम् आदिशक्त्यावरणम् नायकं विनायकं सर्वसिद्धिदायकं मुद्गलादिसेवितं भजेमतं गणेश्वरम् नायकं विनायकं सर्वसिद्धिदायकं मुद्गलादिसेवितं भजेमतं गणेश्वरम्
रक्तवर्णरूपिणो विरक्तलोकभावितम्
रक्तवर्णरूपिणं विरक्तलोकभावितम्
रक्तवर्णरूपिणो विरक्तलोकभावितम्
रक्तवर्णरूपिणं विरक्तलोकभावितम्
आत्मविद्याधारिणं नन्दसच्चिदनन्दनम्
आत्मविद्याधारिणं नन्दसच्चिदनन्दनम्
आत्मविद्याधारिणं नन्दसच्चिदनन्दनम्
आत्मविद्याधारिणं नन्दसच्चिदनन्दनम्
नायकं विनायकं सर्वसिद्धिदायकं मुद्गलादिसेवितं भजेमतं गणेश्वरम् नायकं विनायकं सर्वसिद्धिदायकं मुद्गलादिसेवितं भजेमतं गणेश्वरं भजेमतं गणेश्वरं भजेमतं गणेश्वरं भजेमतं गणेश्वरं भजेमतं गणेश्वरम्
When we start the day with the Sankirtanam of Ganapati Swamiji or Sri Datta Nada Prabhu, we start the day on a positively charged, energizing, uplifting note. What a beautiful start to any day. You were just listening to Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to today's offering, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Today we pick up from where we left off with last week's study of Srinivasa Kalyanam.
As you heard last week, and again on this morning's recap of recent episodes of Datta Arpanam, when Lord Vishnu washed and massaged Bhrigu Maharishi's feet, he pierced the eye of ego, which is located in the feet. Once the Lord did that, the sage lost all anger and ego and prostrated again and again to both Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi.
And listeners, as you also heard last week, Datta Nada Prabhu has said that the episode of Bhrigu Maharishi kicking the chest of Mahavishnu is pivotal in the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam. Later on in the series, you will understand why. But in the meantime, even if today we do not get to the next part of the actual story, it is important that we spend some time looking a bit deeper into last week's story. And let's start with some words spoken by the great poet and saint Kabir Das. Kabir Das has said that pride is an unwanted quality in man. As human beings, we should not be proud of having a fancy home or of holding a high position in society. Everything is in the hands of time. When the time comes, everyone merges with the soil on top of which grass grows. So, says Kabir Das, in this short journey called life, where is there a need for pride?
Mahavishnu has no pride. All the celestials and all the worlds are within him. He is the universe, and the universe is within him. Chapter 9 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita teaches us this. In the 4th shloka of that chapter, the Lord said, Matsthani sarva bhutani. Sarva bhutani meaning all living beings, and Matsthani meaning are within me. Matsthani sarva bhutani. All living beings are within me.
Then, in the 15th shloka of the 11th chapter of, again, Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna, upon having the darshana of that Vishwarupa or universal form of the Lord, said, Pashyami devams tava deva dehe, sarvams tatha bhuta vishesha sanghan, brahmanamisham kamalasanastham, Rishimshcha sarvanuragamshcha divyan. Listeners, pay attention to what Arjuna describes in this shloka. He says to Sri Krishna Bhagavan, O God of gods, in your universal form, I see all the gods, the entire world with its objects and beings, sages including Vasishtha, serpents including Takshaka, all the celestials, the servants of God, and the Creator Brahma with 4 faces seated on his lotus seat.
So listeners, if there is nothing in the world that is not the Lord, then what entitlement to pride do we have? If we achieve anything, it is with the Lord's grace. The same effort without His grace can never bring success. Actually, even the effort is possible only by His grace. As Bhagavad Gita also teaches us in that famous 24th shloka of chapter 4, Brahmarpanam Brahmahavihi, Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam, Brahmaiva tena gantavyam, Brahma karma samadhina. Here, Sri Krishna, speaking of homam or fire offerings, explains that the utensils used are God. The ghee used is God. The fire itself is God. The person performing the offering is God. And the fruit or phala or reward of doing that offering, that too is God.
So listeners, everything is God. Everything is Paramatman. And if we try to remember this always, then not only will we shed pride and ego, but we will always feel protected and never alone. God, Guru, He is always with us. He is not separate from us. It is only our ego and our ignorance which put up barriers, causing us to perceive a difference. Lord Sri Hari or Mahavishnu pierced that eye of ego when he washed and massaged the feet of Bhrigu Maharishi. That Lord is the prime God. There is no one who is superior to Him.
He is the prime power in creation. He is called the Sustainer, isn't He?
And it was from His navel that the Creator Brahma emerged.
Even Mahalakshmi is within Him.
The whole universe is within Him.
Lord Brahma, Goddess Saraswati, Lord Shiva, and all others, they are layers within that Supreme Lord. As you just heard a short while ago, Arjuna saw this when the Lord granted him divine vision and then showed His universal form to that Pandava.
You just heard Rishi mention that all other gods are layers existing within Mahavishnu. Well, in discoursing on Srinivasa Kalyanam, Sri Datta Nada Prabhu Ganapati Swamiji said that when he was a child, His grandfather once explained a philosophy to him using the analogy of an onion. And what was the connection between the onion and the philosophy? Well, his grandfather asked him to peel an onion one layer at a time. While peeling away the layers of the onion, Sri Swamiji's eyes became filled with tears. When his grandfather asked him why he was crying, he explained that the juice of the onion went into his eyes, and this is what was causing the tears. It was not that he was actually crying. His grandfather then explained that after knowing Paramatman, layer after layer, we get tears of Ananda or absolute and complete happiness. In the case of the onion, after peeling, there is no seed or there's nothing inside. Similarly, when we layer by layer go deeper into getting to know Paramatman, it's not that we see a form there or we see anything there, but he is there. He adopts that formless state or what is called Nirguna Brahma. Brahma here not referring to Lord Brahma, but to Parabrahma, the Supreme Divinity. All the celestials and the universe exist within that Parabrahman as layers. Mahavishnu is the center point. He is the maintainer.
When Bhrigu Maharishi returned to earth after visiting Satyaloka, Kailasa and Vaikuntha, he explained to the other sages who were participating in the yajna that there is no difference among Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara. Everything is in Mahavishnu and Mahavishnu is in everything and everywhere. In other words, he is omnipresent. Actually, just about a week ago, we were listening to a discourse on Ramayanam and were reminded of a beautiful conversation which happened between Valmiki Maharishi and Lord Rama. Lord Rama, during his exile to the forest, approached Valmiki Maharishi and asked him where he should reside, where he should live. The sage, aware of the omnipresence of the Lord, said, "O Lord, tell me where you are not, and then I will tell you where you should reside."
Listeners, one of the places where divinity is sure to reside is within the hearts of those who offer worship with the greatest love of all, bhakti or devotion. So, with hearts brimming with such love, let us join in Nama Sankirtanam once again. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or website once again. This time, enter Bhajan ID number 2140 and join in worship.
Srishti Sthiti Vinashanam Srishti Sthiti Vinashanam Shakti Bhute Sanatani Shakti Bhute Sanatani Gunashraye Gunamaye Gunashraye Gunamaye Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Samagan Lola Sumadur Divi Deen Shuli Parigata
Samagana Lola Sumadura Divi Deen Shuli Parigata
Samagana Lola Sumadur Divi Deen Shuli Parigata
Samagana Lola Sumadura Divi Deen Shuli Parigata
Bhave Jaya Jaya Pavani Lalite
Bhave Jaya Jaya Pavani Lalite
Bhave Bhave Jaya Jaya Pavani Lalite
Bhave Jaya Jaya Pavani Lalite
Bhave Jaya Jaya Pavani Lalite Pavani Lalite
పావని లలితే
సామగాన లోల సుమధుర దీవి లీన శూలి పరిగత
సామగానలోల సుమధుర విలీన శూలి పరిగణ
शुभ चरित में चरित शुभ चरित शुचि हसित महेश हृदय रुचि मिलित
शुभ चरिते
शुचि हसित महेश हृदय रुचि मिलित शुभ चरित शुचि हसित महेश हृदय रुचि मिलित
शुभ चरिते शुचि हसिते महेश हृदय रुचि मिलिते
शिदन लजाते सुजन समेते
चिदन लजाते
सुजन समेते मुनिवर गीते मनस विवादे
मुनिवर गीते मनसि विभाते
सामगान लोल सुमधुर दीन चूलि परिगत
सामगानलोल सुमधुर विलीन शूलि परिगण
पावे जय जय पावन ललिते
पावे जय जय पावनि
ललिते मदद मने मदद मने मदद मने मदद मने हरिष मने मदद मने हरिष मने विनीत सुमति शुभ गमने
विनीत सुमति शुभ गमने
विनीत सुमति शुभ गमने
विनीत सुमति शुभ गमने
स्तुति गाने विगलित माने
स्तुति गाने विगणित माने
स्वयं समाने सुविध माने स्वयं समाने सुविध माने सामगान लोल
सुमधुर विलीन शूलि परिगण जय जय पावनि ललिते पावे जय जय पावनि ललिते
नतवरद भवसि मुदे नतवरद भवसि मुदे नितान्तमवगति रुचिर पद
नितान्तमवगति रुचिरपदे
त्रिभुवन कंदे स्तुति मकरंदे
त्रिभुवन कंदे श्रुति मकरंदे
त्रिभुवन कंदे स्तुति मकरंदे
त्रिभुवन कंदे श्रुति मकरंदे
प्रसजसि वंदे सच्चिदानंदे
प्रसजसि वन्दे सच्चिदानन्दे
सामगान लोल सुमधुर दीवी लीन शूलि परिगत पावे जय जय पावनि ललिते
पावे जय जय पावनि ललिते सामगानलोल सुमधुर विलीन शूलि परिगण पावे जय जय पावनि ललिते पावे जय जय पावनि ललिते
श्री माता श्री माता
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 श्री माता श्री माता श्री माता श्री माता श्री माता श्री माता
Srimata,
Srimata, 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 Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata,
Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Srimata, Jai Jai Mata Srimata,
Jai Jai Mata Srimata,
Jai Jai Mata Srimata,
Jai Jai Mata Srimata,
Jai Jai Ambe 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 Srimata, Jai Jai Ambe Srimata, Jai Jai Ambe Srimata, Jai Jai Ambe Srimata.
The musical compositions of Datta Nada Prabhu Pujya Sri Ganapati Sachidananda Swamijis are like beautiful garlands, beautiful malas, which not only adorn the one to whom they are offered, but they also adorn the lips which offer them. Such is the beauty of the words he leads us in sharing, that though offered, their beauty does not leave the one making the offering.
You were just listening to Puja Sri Datta Nada Prabhu here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to this morning's program, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Puja Sri Datta Nada Prabhu, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Today, contemplation upon the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam continues, but as you heard before, it continues through deeper contemplation upon the story told last week.
When Bhrigu Maharishi committed the sin of kicking Lord Sri Hari in the chest, instead of getting angry, Lord Sri Hari washed the Maharishi's feet, drank some of the water, sprinkled some of the water on his head, dried the sage's feet, and performed Pad Puja to those feet. Why? Well, the answer can be found in that divine stotram, Sri Vishnu Sahasranama.
Lord Vishnu is Vishvam, or the universe, and Vishvam is Vishnu. Both are one and the same. Vishvam is the body of Mahavishnu. We are all his children.
And as the Lord himself said in Shloka 17 of chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita, Pita Hamasya Jagataha Mata Dhata Pita Mahaha. Paramatma, or that Supreme Atman, or that Supreme Lord, said, Aham, I am. Who am I? I am Pita, or the Father. I am Mata, the Mother. Mother and Father of whom? Asya Jagataha, of this entire Jagat, or this entire creation.
So if Paramatma is mother and father, well then, who are his parents? Well, he himself gave the answer when he used the word Pitamaha. He is the root cause of everything. So when he used the word Pitamaha, he is saying that he is the grandfather and the great-grandfather, meaning that he is the cause of everything that exists. Nothing predates him.
And when we do something wrong, or when we throw a tantrum, who still loves us and will forgive us? It is our parents and our grandparents.
So the Lord, being Pita, Mata, and Pitamaha, he forgives us all.
At the same time, he also punishes us according to our mistakes. Punishment in its own way is a sort of training.
But the Lord is also the protector. His name is Bharta, meaning the one who is tolerant.
Bhrigu Maharishi made the mistake of kicking Lord Srihari on his chest. But Paramatma was as tolerant as he was because he knew, as he knows everything, he knew that Bhrigu Maharishi was in an imbalanced state after the insults he received in Brahmaloka and Kailasa. As a father, the Lord tolerated the Maharishi's mistake.
But is Bhrigu Maharishi the only one to be blamed for making a mistake? At the time of the great churning of the ocean of milk, all the celestials prayed to Paramatma to take the form of a turtle or to assume the form of Kurma Avatara to protect them. The behavior of the demons pretty much left him no option but to take that turtle form, but also the celestials had prayed to him to take that form. As the back of that turtle or kurma formed the base on which Mount Mandara or the churning rod was placed, all the celestials and demons ended up kicking the Lord while churning the ocean. Both Asuras and Devatas walked on him. The Lord carried everyone on his back, millions of Devatas plus the Asuras. Yet that ever-benevolent Lord patiently kept calm. So, did the Devatas and Asuras not commit sins by kicking and standing on the Lord? But Paramatma excused them because they are his children.
And then there is the episode where celestials prayed to Paramatma to take the form of a wild boar because it was the only form suitable to protect the earth. Can it not be considered shameful that Paramatma was asked to take on such a ferocious form? But the Lord showed tolerance and excused them because they are his children.
Then another devotee, Prahlada, declared to his father that Paramatma is everywhere. When his father pointed to a concrete pillar and asked if the Lord was in there as well, and Prahlada said that he was, the Lord had to emerge from that pillar.
But again, Paramatma, whose love, patience, and tolerance are beyond human understanding, that Lord excused Prahlada as well.
If Prahlada had said that the Lord resided in his father's heart, the Lord could have burst through Hiranyakashipu's heart and the whole story would have been finished. But instead, he had to emerge from a concrete pillar, a much more strenuous and painful task. But that ever-compassionate Lord forgave Prahlada.
We say it is wrong to call God if we are standing near or in a bathroom, and we feel that he will punish us for doing so. Even Lord Hanuman once slapped a devotee on his back when he saw the devotee praying to Lord Rama while relieving himself or while going to the toilet. But when Lord Hanuman next met Lord Rama, he saw the mark of his own handprint on the back of Sri Rama. Prahlada did not think of the pains Paramatma would have to endure in order to emerge from a pillar in a ferocious form. So does that mean that Prahlada was also a sinner?
Again, Paramatma excused that devotee of his because he is Paramatma's son. Similarly, when celestials prayed to Paramatma to take the form of a dwarf to destroy the egoistical king Bali, Paramatma excused them because they are his children.
And what about Parashurama, the form of a sage who was supposed to be peaceful in meditation? Celestials made him take up an axe and use it while wandering throughout the world 21 times. Are they then not sinners? But Paramatma excused them because they are his children.
The celestials asked Mahavishnu to take birth as a human being, Rama. But is it not difficult to live like a human being wandering in the forests along with monkeys? Are they not sinners for asking this and subjecting the Lord to such a fate? But the Lord excused them because they are his children.
They made him take birth in a jail cell in Krishnavatara. His parents were also jailed before his birth. He was sent to live in a village away from his parents. He was a king, but was brought up in a village and was named there. His first meal took place in a remote village.
Listeners, Paramatma has faced many hardships in all his avatars, but he never worried about them or narrated them to anyone. So why should we worry about our problems or go around telling them to everyone we meet?
The Lord, while still in the form of a child, was made to lift a hill, Govardhana, on his little finger. He was in the middle of a battle, the war at Kurukshetra. In the end, he was killed with an arrow. He took many births, faced many hardships, faced many insults, and also received many curses, all for our sake. But he has done it all and done it out of love, because we are his children.
Bhrigu Maharishi's sin of kicking the Lord in the chest was very small when compared to the sins just mentioned. And so the Lord excused him. That is the heart of a father.
Let us now join in worshipping such a father. Let us remember some of his main avatars and the sacrifices that father made for our sake in those avatars. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or website to Bhajan ID number 894 and join in praising the Dashavatara of Mahavishnu.
ತಂಡ್ರಿವಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ತಲ್ಲಿವಿ ತಂಡ್ರಿವಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ಸ್ನೇಹ ಸಖ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಬಳಗ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಸ್ನೇಹ ಸಖ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಬಳಗ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಪಾವನ ಪುರುಷ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಪರಮ ಪವಿತ್ರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಪಾವನ ಪುರುಷ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದೀನದಾತ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದಯಾ ಸಿಂಧೋ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದೀನದಾತ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ದಯಾ ಸಿಂಧೋ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಚ್ಚಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಚ್ಚಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವರಹಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವಾಮನ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವರಹಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ವಾಮನ ಮೂರ್ತಿ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ನರಸಿಂಹವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಭಾರ್ಗವ ರಾಮ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ರಾಮಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ರಾಮಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾವತಾರ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಮಾತಾ ಪಿತನೆ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
ಮಾತಾ ಪಿತನೆ ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ ಬಂಧು ಗುರು ಪಾಂಡುರಂಗ
बुद्धावतारा पांडुरंग कल्यावतारा पांडुरंग बुद्धावतारा पांडुरंग कल्यावतारा पांडुरंग दशावतारा पांडुरंग दीनोद्धारा पांडुरंग कल्यावतारा पांडुरंग दीनोद्धारा पांडुरंग विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंग विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंग विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंग विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंग जय हरि विठ्ठल पांडुरंग तंदे ताई पांडुरंग बंधु गुरु पांडुरंग सच्चिदानंद पांडुरंग नित्यानंद पांडुरंग सच्चिदानंद पांडुरंग नित्यानंद पांडुरंग रंगा रंगा विठ्ठल 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 विठ्ठल
Listeners, today, by looking at a very pivotal episode from Srinivasa Kalyanam, we have seen how much love Mahavishnu, the one worshipped in that bhajan, we have seen how much love he has for us, his children. By looking at several examples of the Lord's avatars, we have learnt about the heart of a father.
Join us again next week when, again, through the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam, we will come to better understand the heart of a mother.
In the meantime, with Pitra Paksha commencing tomorrow, you are all reminded to remember not only the sacrifices that the Lord has made for us, but also the sacrifices that our ancestors have made, the love they had for their lineage. And everyone, if you can, make the effort to pray for the souls of all those who have departed this physical world. May their onward journeys be blessed. Jai Shri Hari.
Harihi Om Namah Shivaya. At this stage, everyone, we begin to wrap up today's episode of Datta Arpanam.
Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadgurudeva, Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji and Sri Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance and music, this program would not exist.
Pranams to you, Datta Prabhu and Sri Swamiji. Kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and please guide us to avoid such errors in the future.
Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, dear listener, an extra special thank you is extended to you for sharing this devotional hour with us.
If you would like to listen to today's program again, check out the Datta Arpanam Facebook page where later this week the YouTube link for today's episode will be shared.
Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji.
Jai Guru Datta.
Sri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
శ్రీరామ్ జయ రామ్ శ్రీరామ్ సీతారాం శ్రీరామ్ జయ రామ్ శ్రీరామ్ సీతారాం లక్ష్మణ భ్రాత లక్ష్మీకాంత
లక్ష్మణ భ్రాత లక్ష్మీకాంత
లక్ష్య విభేదన లక్షణ భాత
లక్ష్య విభేదన లక్షణ భాత
లక్ష్మణ భ్రాత లక్ష్మీకాంత లక్ష్య విభేదన లక్షణ భాత
లక్ష్మణ భ్రాత లక్ష్మీకాంత లక్ష్య విభేదన లక్షణ భాత
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
శ్రీరామ్ జయ రామ్ శ్రీరామ్ సీతారాం శ్రీరామ్ జయ రామ్ శ్రీరామ్ సీతారాం మారుతి వినుత మారిత దైత్య
మారుతి వినుత మారిత దైత్య
చంద్ర సుమతిత సాత్విక చరిత
చంద్ర సుమతిత సాత్విక చరిత
మారుతి వినుత మారిత దైత్య చంద్ర సుమతిత సాత్విక చరిత
మారుతి వినుత మారిత దైత్య చంద్ర సుమతిత సాత్విక చరిత
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ
భరత శత్రుఘ్న హనుమ సమేత
భరత శత్రుఘ్న హనుమ సమేత
పాలయ సచ్చిదానంద ప్రభాత
పాలయ సచ్చిదానంద ప్రభాత
భరత శత్రుఘ్న హనుమ సమేత పాలయ సచ్చిదానంద ప్రభాత
భరత శత్రుఘ్న హనుమ సమేత పాలయ సచ్చిదానంద ప్రభాత
నీదప గమనీదప సాగరీ సని సానిదప దాదద మమ గగ పాప గారి సనీదప గారి సనిసప పామ పామగ పమగ పాని సాగరి పనిసా నిస గరి సనిస నిద పమగ పా గరి స నిద పా కమ పా నిసని నిపని గరి స గాగ గని ని గాగ గమ మమ నిస గమ ప సగమ ప గమ ప అచయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
జయముల నిమ్మో శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ జానకి రమణ శ్రీరామ
శ్రీరామ్ జయ రామ్ శ్రీరామ్ సీతారామ్ 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 ఓం శాంతి 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 హరి ఓం తత్సత్